And we're back. All right, here we go. 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 All right. Shit. We're gonna start over the music. And we're gonna restart the audio. Yeah, we're recording the audio. All right, here we go. Yeah, now recording again. Here we go. Wrist bathed in red. Opening scene. I already wrote the opening scene. Might just do it over because I wanted to do another opening scene anyway. Like I was still trying to think about how I wanted to do the story, how many characters in the actual story and shit. I was thinking like maybe just one. Maybe a few, um, a few. Shit, that's the thing. Like I might have to shoot this myself. This might end up being most likely when it's time to actually make the movie. I'm gonna make a whole new script like just for that. Like just for that. Like now that we're actually making it, I'll go back to everything I made before and figure it out how we're gonna make. It just depends on the budget. What's the budget? Like what are we working with here? How many characters can we afford? That's why like my shit's just gonna be freestyle. We're gonna freestyle this fucking movie according to how it's set up. What's the budget? All right, now I gotta make something to fit that budget. Right now, when I make this shit, I don't want to confine it to a budget I don't know I'll even have or have to worry about when it's time. So I really kind of want to create something that's budgetless, so where it's like I'm not worried about the budget. I'm not gonna make all this spectacular shit have to happen in the movie, so it won't be a super huge budget anyway. But it's two different mindsets. As a writer, director, I gotta write something that fits the budget, and I don't have a budget. I don't have a production deal. So we're gonna put up $1 million for the shit. So it was more like make a budgetless one, and then if you found a producer or something, I'm like, yo, we want to produce this shit, we'll put up the budget for this shit, kind of thing. And then if I have to make the film myself, then whatever the budget is, I'll have to make the film to fit the fucking budget. Like that's probably the most creative aspect of this shit. So right now I'm trying to be more in the mindset of just the writer and not the writer director and just make a great fucking story. Don't worry about the fucking budget, bro. Just make the fucking story. If it's good enough, someone will eventually put up the budget. If not, that's why you're working on trading and learning how to read the charts. So you can fund your own shit, bro. Like you got your plan. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not waiting for anyone else to fund you. You're gonna fucking do this shit yourself. But as far as just the story goes, just make a great story, bro. So I wanted to make a horror film for depressed people that kind of speaks up for depressed people. Like, so anybody that's depressed, going through mental issues, and they're around people who don't understand them or understand what they're going through, sit down and watch this fucking movie. And then you'll see, see, that's what I was trying to tell you. That's exactly how it fucking feels. You know, it feels just like that. It feels like a nigga just stabbed you in the neck and you just don't die. And you just like, that's the horrible thing about it because it's like, the depression has to get you to kill yourself. So that's gonna be shown in the movie of like a person running from the depression all day, all night and shit. And finally they're just like, it's like one of those like a scene horror movie, the bad guy slasher breaks through the door. He's about to run up to you and stab you. But this has been going on for like 2 hours already, or days, months, years, and it's a daily conflict where that happens nonstop. After a while, as he's running up to you, you just like pull out the gun and you don't even point it at him, you point it at yourself and kill yourself, and then he just stops, and it's just like maybe like lays in your bed and takes a nap or some shit, just some fucked up shit like that. Like shit, he ain't do it. And what happened to him? Fucking kill himself. You know what I'm saying? What role did you play in this? I was chasing him before he did it. You kind of thing, like but of course no one else can see your individual slasher, chasing you and shit. And it's just so far we can go with that. That's why I really want to make it like a novel and just make a novel version of it, chapter one, this and that. So I just want to do it like that. When it's time to actually film the movie, we're gonna film the movie, and this is all backstory stuff we'll use to fill in the blanks and take bits and pieces of this and that and put it into the actual shooting version that I shoot if I live to shoot that shit. If it's meant for me in the cards to actually be the director of that project. But as the writer of it, I want to get the writing done to do the novel version of the film script, and we'll do both or whatever right here. So I'm trying to get all that together in my head really quickly to not waste your time. But I wanted to place you in my mind in the creative side of it to show you like how I do this and like what I'm doing. And I'm gonna make all this shit up from scratch, baby. It's crazy. I'm gonna chef it up. Chef Curry in the kitchen. So how are you gonna do this then? Are you gonna do it as a film script? You're gonna do it as a novel or chapter one? I'm thinking just do fucking film script And I'm thinking like, how many characters? Like, I don't even really want a lot of characters in my movie anyway, because I want the movie to really focus on a few characters at a time, and each story just expands on different characters, and so where like every character kind of has their own movie, the way you really get to fall in love with each character instead of just placing them all together in one movie and shit. Like, no, give each character depth. That's how I'm gonna create my characters, by kind of giving them their own film, their own spinoff at the beginning. So you meet this nigga, then you meet this nigga. And then you meet this nigga, and this girl, and this girl, and this girl, and like that. And then as the films progress, you can kind of put them all together in the same film and shit. But I want you to really, it's my job to make a real character you relate to. So I really want to like give each character his own story, to be his own protagonist in that story. And then when you see them all together, it becomes like this ensemble cast of like, oh shit, I haven't seen each of these niggas separate movies. Kind of take a Marvel Cinematic Universe approach to it, where you give everybody their own movie first before you put them in the Avengers. You know what I'm saying? You gotta earn your dinner around here, bitch. Type shit. So, here we go. Shit. Now I'm getting stuck because I don't know how to start this off. I'm not even sure if I'm gonna do novel format or film script format. Give me a second to figure this out. God damn. God damn. I don't even know. How are you gonna do this? How you gonna do this? Scene one. What happens in scene one? I think we just want to do the film script version or whatever. Just scene one. Just I don't have any fucking names right now for characters and shit. I was thinking I was gonna go with Greek and Roman tragedy characters, like the Greek and Roman character names from the Greek Roman epic poems kind of thing, comedies and tragedies, and then also the Greek and Roman philosophers. Just because you don't see characters with those names in these modern films. And that's what would separate mine. You got a nigga named Aristotle. And then if you got a nigga named Aristotle as the main character inside of a horror film about depression, and he ends up killing himself, it's just funny because it's like your name was Socrates, and your name was Dante, and your name was Oedipus. Nigga named Oedipus, you expect him to die or some shit. But like just like that, like that's where I want to go with it. My characters' names are gonna be Greek, Roman, comedy, tragedy, epic kind of things, and then also Greek, Roman philosophers, and maybe even character names from William Shakespeare plays or some shit like that. Have a nigga named King John or some shit. Have a nigga named Romeo and that motherfucker. You know, have Romeo and Juliet, King John, what's his name, Brutus, what's the Mark Antony, Julius Caesar. Just if you see a movie with a nigga named Julius Caesar in a horror movie, you expect him to get stabbed in the back. I know how this is for you. His name is Julius Caesar in a fucking horror movie. Oh no. But Brutus was a fine and noble man. But Caesar was a fine and noble man, kind of thing. Right? You know what I'm saying? I'll probably get on here and do some reading of Shakespeare. Because I recorded a lot of Shakespeare plays years ago. And, the files may be gone. So, yeah. Shit. I read every part for like 5 different plays. I just did the whole play in a day, took breaks, smoked, and then come right back and just, you know what I'm saying? Like this has consumed my life. I have given my life to this shit. So here we go. I'm gonna just transfer over these files so it doesn't interrupt me. Give me a second. We'll come back. We're getting ready. We're getting in the zone. So I might take one more smoke break for tobacco and then just get ready. Trying to get these thoughts together really quickly. How I want to say what I'm gonna say or whatever. So I'll be back in a minute. Thank you all for watching.